Preserving life seems incongruent with God's will. Yeah, not a great take, in my opinion. God gave you the ability to save lives. You think that it's God's will that people die and no one tries to save them? God gave you the ability to save them. They became doctors so they could work on the Sabbath. Now, that's the Jewish loopholes that I like to see. Not incongruent, I mean incongruence. Yeah, it's a different word. Yeah, no, it's all good. Just literally a different word, but that's fine. Bruh, indeed. All right, moving on. We got more stuff to do. Is this why people who think religious people can't believe in science are retarded? Yeah, no, absolutely. No, the whole idea of religion versus science is like probably the dumbest debate ever. Like some Reddit atheist probably thinks he's a genius, and he's like, well, if you believe in God, why do you believe in science? It's like, wow, good point, guy. I tip my fedora to you. I scratch my neckbeard to you, my friend. Why is gravity real if God exists? Got him. All right. Science is learning about God's creation. I completely agree. There is no contradiction. Yeah. Darwin himself said his theory wasn't meant to replace God. Yeah. Yeah. Do you believe in old Earth or new Earth? I have no idea what that means. All right. Let's keep going. Like, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. The chances of life existing. Do you know the multiverse theory? Do you know how the multiverse theory came into existence? Are you familiar with the multiverse theory? It's like in every single TV show now since Rick and Morty. Are you familiar with the multiverse theory? How there's an infinite amount of universes and every feasible reality happened in some universe. And there's obviously no evidence to any of this. There's zero evidence. It's just a theory. All right, that's why it's called a theory, because there's no idea if it's true. So right, it's everything from Rick and Morty to Spider-Man. Everything's talking about it. Do you know why they came up with the multiverse theory? Like, why would someone even come up with that? It's a completely and utterly untestable theory. Literally. And it has zero impact on any of our lives. Why would someone come up with the multiverse theory? Do any of you know why? Every little possible different direction can take creates infinite universes. Yeah. Well, why does the theory exist? There's zero evidence for this. To explain quantum mechanics? How does that explain quantum mechanics? You want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why. It's because the statistic chance that a universe can exist with life in it, where a big bang can happen, and out of nothing becomes an entire universe that literally evolves to the point of life and sentience, is such an astronomically unlikely reality that they needed to invent a multiverse theory where there are infinite universes, where every feasible reality, no matter how unlikely, exists in some universe, to explain the astronomical impossibility that life could exist. Because that's it. So obviously we're in a universe where life exists, even though it's unlikely, because we're just in one of infinite universes. There's another, billion universes that life doesn't exist. So it's not complicated. Yeah. So anyway, in other words, you need to have absolute faith in this atheist cope to say God doesn't exist. That's why when people are atheists, I'm like, bro, you have more faith in the unexplainable than I do. All right. If you say you're agnostic, all right, and you're like, I don't know if God exists. I don't know. then, I get it. I respect it. But when you're like, I have absolute faith that there's no God, it's like, bro, you're more religious than I am. Alrighty. Moving on. Shall we discuss the New York City is kind of on fire. We also got the Muslim versus Christian battle in Texas. If the universe is infinite and has unlimited time, then the chance of life developing is bound to happen. Yeah, but you know who says there isn't infinite, unlimited time? Science. You know why? Because the universe isn't infinite. All right? According to science, the universe is ever expanding. Okay? So according to science, the universe is not infinite. So heat death is a lot more likely than than life. Sorry, bro. So no, the universe is not expanding, and there's not infinite time, which is why scientists had to talk about the Big Bang, some sort of starting point. All right. Anywho, it's because there are so many. It's because there are so many, but they merge, and that's why there's deja vu and Mandela effect. The guy was able to think of something so crazy because they merged from that possibility. Yeah. Nah, that's retarded. All right. Alrighty, let's go. Infinite space results in roughly the same small scale effect as infinite time as well. Yeah, it's the same idea. It's the same thing, actually. In fact, space and time have a lot of overlap. And they're actually completely connected. Space and time are connected. That's what Einstein said, and that has been proven correct. Anonymous, thanks for the sub. But one thing truly incredible is, whatever, this is going to sound so nerd-like. So in the Bible, in the ancient Hebrew, in the Bible, space, the world, is called olam. Okay? That's space, the world. Time, or forever, is la'olam. Same word. There's basically the same word in Hebrew is used for space and time. That's the coolest thing. The coolest freaking thing. In the Bible, the same word is used for space and time, just conjugated slightly differently. Hence, space-time. So when Einstein comes up with the fact that space and time are actually connected, it's like, yeah, well, the Bible said that 3,000 years ago. So that's what I mean by science just proves my faith.